Hello.
Welcome to the Geeky Girls Knit podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Dammy, also known as Dammy's Doodles.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is Wednesday, the 9th of August, 2017, and this is episode 254. We'd like to say a big welcome back. We love you guys, to all our returning viewers, and a big hiya to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. I keep splitting the same stitch repeatedly. Not sure why, it just happens. Dammy, we had some people introduce themselves this week. Why don't you give them a shout out?
Okay. Susan, who is Howie Mom from Florida, and Audrey, who is Purplita from Germany.
Welcome, we're glad to have you guys. Thanks for introducing yourselves. So Dammy, if somebody is not a member of our Ravelry group, what should they do and why?
Click.
I know, my thing is clicking.
You should join and introduce yourself in our introductions thread because you'll get a shout out on our next episode and be able to participate in all our owls and giveaways.
That's right. Well, we have quite a few things to talk about today and a really cool review / giveaway to share with y'all. So we probably should get started. Here we go.
And now we are going to talk about what is on our needles.
So what's on your needles, Dammy?
The same two things that have been on my needles for the past few weeks. The Hades scarf, which I didn't bring into this room. Oops. But it's on US 6's 4mm needles, and the yarn is Ginger's hand-dyed Sheepish DK in the Moon River colorway.
So how is that progressing? No?
No.
Okay. What else do you have on your needles?
I also have the sample for the design you've made for our 5th Potiversary kits.
Yes, which will go on sale on the last weekend of August.
Yes.
For pre-order. Did you want to tell them what the yarn is?
Oh, it's on US 1.5, 2.5 millimeters, and the yarn is Owl About Yarn Sparkle Owl.
Yes. And I'm trying to remember. I believe the price is going to be $60 plus a $10 flat shipping fee. And it's going to have yarn from Jenny of All About Yarn, a sock pattern from me, a bag, and some goodies, including a very special stitch marker, Progress Keeper from Anne of Ann Tudor. Are you listening to the birds outside?
I was looking at a squirrel.
Oh.
Because its tail was just moving.
Okay. Alright, so stay tuned for that. If you want to be the first to get a chance at pre-ordering, you should go to javapearldesigns.com and subscribe to the newsletter because we'll put it up there for sale first. So, okay, anything else on your needles?
No, so what is on your needles?
Well, first up I have the Hub's 20th anniversary socks because our 20th anniversary is coming up in September. I'm using my French Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern, and I'm on US 1.5's 2.5mm needles, and the yarn is Fierce Fibers 24 karat in the Hot Tamale colorway. And I think last week I had already finished the first sock. And last night I just did the heel. Hold on, this is a secret stitch marker, you cannot see it. So I am working on the leg, so I've got the heel done. So I'm working on that.
Faux stripes.
Faux stripes. I love faux stripes. And then the other thing I'm working on is the Harmonized shawl, which is a pattern by Rami Hill. It's on US 4's 3.5mm needles, and the yarn is Little Yellow Ute Crafts Soprano Sock High Twist in the Corporate Rebel colorway, and Knit Picks Palette in the Cream, Almond, Coriander Heather, Wheat Heather, and Bittersweet Heather colorways. I'm going to show it to you in just a second, but I want to say you can always find all of the patterns and yarns and everything that we talk about in the show in our show notes at
geekygirlsknit.com.
Yes, because somebody was asking the other day. So I just finished section 3. So there is... and also, you may have seen on the Instagrams, hold on, I'll show you the rest in a minute, that there was a cage match throwdown at Knitmore West.
I wasn't there.
This week.
East,
West, I don't know. At one of the Knitmores, but a Knitmore house that we're not at right now. So apparently, you are meant to do this beginning part only in contrast color 1, but there was some unclear language, and it's been updated, but I am not ripping back. and I like it with stripes. So, I don't know if you can see all 5 of the contrast colors. It might be easier up here. Can you point them? So there's the cream.
Lightest. Next.
Yeah, it just goes by the slips. So that's the 5 colors. So like I said, I just finished section 3, so I have 2 more sections to do. Genevieve keeps telling me that it looks like a letter C. And I said it does. It is, because it's for CC. She thought something else I was knitting, I can't remember what it was, looked like a slice of pizza.
What were you knitting?
I don't really know.
The shawl? Not that shawl.
Oh, the one that I did, the Indie Bird Craft Crawl 2017 shawl.
Oh.
She thought it looked like a slice of pizza. So, there you go. And that's the only 2 things I have on my needles right now. So let's move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about her finished project.
So I finished one thing this week, and
What happened here?
that's where the jog is. That's where the...
I thought there was a way to fix that.
Yeah, but I didn't do the jogless thing. I just was telling you about it. Okay, let me tell you what I finished. So I finished a preemie hat for this week, number 32. However, when Bethany from the Backstage Knitting podcast was here, she did, Jasmine of the Knitmore Girls did a color work tutorial for Bethany and Dammy and I, to help us learn a better way for our floats, because
To float?
to how to do the floats, because I've had the problem on every color work project I've ever done that I pull the floats too tight and then it puckers really badly. So
You don't have really tight tension though.
yeah, I do.
Oh.
My knitting is really tight.
Mine is really tight.
So she did this tutorial, and so I was like,
Really tight.
really, really tight. Okay, we have to tell the story first before we move on. So, what started it?
He was talking about the train.
Okay, so Rex, who is the son of Jasmine of the Knitmore Girls, he's about to turn 2, and they went to this this park that has a carousel and a train, and they came back, and he was telling us about it, and he was very excited, and he was like, it was really, really, really big.
No, it was a really, really, really big train.
Very intense like that, and so it's become a running joke that it's everything
Is it big, or is it really, really
or
big?
is it
tiny? He likes Q's, and so he asks for tiny Q's.
Yeah, the letter Q, because they have the butcher paper on their kitchen table, so the kids can draw on it, and adults as well. Okay, where was I going with this?
Really tight floats.
Really, 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 really tight floats. And so I wanted to practice, and so I decided to use Tin Can Knits I Heart Rainbows hat pattern, and I used US 2's 2.75 mil and US 3's 3.25 mil needles, and I used Fierce Fibers Springy Fingering in the Gradient Purple Lotus colorway. So it was 3 colors. It was a light, medium, and dark. So I modified the pattern a little bit because it called for 6 contrast colors, and I just used 2. But I like it. So I wanted to practice my floats. So this hat is the baby size, which there are babies in the hospital that have heads like this, and so it'll be used. So I haven't blocked it yet, but so the hearts are the color work part of it. And let me turn it inside out and show you. So
Let your floats be judged.
I think they're pretty decent for a first time trying this technique. What do you think? If you have any tips on helping to make your color work smoother, let me know. But yeah, I need to find...
Make your floats floatier.
Floaty.
You need to find the jogless.
The jogless stripes tutorial for you for something. What do you need it for?
Book.
Book. our new book that's coming up in the spring. We've already gotten the first 4 yarns for it. It's yummy. It's a secret. We're not telling you. And I know the second one is in the process of being dyed. Well, the main color is done. It's the contrast color that's being dyed. So, anyway, this is my 30-second hat for the year to donate to NICUs. Do you have colorwork tutorials? I would love to hear them. This needs to be blocked though, so hopefully it'll all smooth out and everything. So, that's my only FO this week. Oh, but let me tell you where I am on Stash Dash. So with that, I'm currently sitting at 6,057 meters. So the Hubs anniversary socks are very close to being done, and I'm 60% done with the Harmonize shawl. So if I can get those finished, I think I might hit 7,000. And I think there's 2 more preemie hats as well. So all of those things, maybe I'll hit 7,000. We'll see. That is everything. How did the segment get this long for one little hat? Yeah. Well, we have some more stuff to talk about, so let's move on to the next segment. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show, Yummies. Did you hear Genevieve singing Yummies yesterday?
No.
You may not have been at the table. Something was yummy, and she sang it. What are yummies, Sammy?
Yummies are our current favorite things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. Coffee. It's early in the morning when we're recording, so I'm going to have coffee because Dammy has the first couple of yummies to talk to you about.
Mm-hmm.
Go, Dammy.
Well, the first thing isn't really so yummy because the Great Comet on Broadway is closing on September 3rd.
Very sad for you.
Yeah.
You said they're planning a tour in 2019?
A national tour.
A national tour. So we should definitely keep our eyes and ears open for that. Because there's just no way we're going to get to New York before September 3rd. So I'm really sorry. I know it really makes you sad. But you got some beautiful Great Comet things in the post this week that made you happy.
Yeah.
So why don't you share them with us?
These are little stickers. They were drawn by Molly, who's Haunter on Instagram. I'll link to her thing. But they're Great Comet stickers. And there's one for each of the characters.
Hold them close so they can see.
So there's Natasha, Sonia, Maria, Anatole.
That's so cute.
Where'd she go? Helene, Dolokhov, Old Prince Volkonsky, Mary.
She's your favorite, right?
Andre. Balaga. He's
hey,
just
Balaga, ho, Balaga.
He's just for fun.
Hey, hey, ho, Balaga.
And then 2 different Pierres, Josh Groban and Oak Onadowan. And then a love letter.
So which one is the one that she did extra for you?
Andre, because Andre wasn't originally part of the set, and I asked if she could, and she said, yeah.
And then she wrote a funny note in the envelope.
Yes. And Andre isn't here. Yes, he is. He looks so sad.
Aww. So you put also a really good photo of these on your Instagram.
Of them all laid out.
Is it your GGK Crafty Pet pick this
The
week?
one with Andre was, because it's close up.
Oh, okay. So if you go to her Instagram, though, you can see them. Dammy's Doodles on Instagram.
I'll put both of those links, the link to my post and link to Molly's post where she's selling them.
I could just put the image from your Instagram in the show notes and then link to her.
Okay.
Help me remember to do that. Okay, you also have another yummy that you had this week.
Yes, Jasmine and I went to see one of the encores of the Newsies live thing that's being shown in theaters. It was the original thing was I think in July, but then they were doing 2 encores. One was on the 5th And that's when we saw it. The other is today, the 9th.
And you're not going to see it again.
No.
So, what did you think?
It was very fun. I enjoyed it.
Jeremy Jordan from Supergirl is in it.
And lots of other musical things.
Yes. So, you and Jasmine were talking about the age of the actors, though.
Yes. All of these people, like, are in their early 30s, I think. But when the show was originally on Broadway...
When was that?
I can't remember. I think late 2000s, like 2009.
So not quite 10 years ago.
So, but I might be wrong, but like they were closer to being teenagers than they were in February when this was recorded.
But it was still believable. What was your favorite song?
I don't know. There were lots of great dance numbers.
Okay. Okay.
Tapping.
Tapping. Tap, tap, tap. Okay.
I enjoyed it.
I'm glad you got to go.
I hope Broadway does more live musicals like that. I mean, they do live musicals every night except Monday, but filmed so that the public...
Yeah, so people that are not in New York City can see them.
Or don't have the money to see it in New York or a touring production.
Yeah, because movie theater tickets are much cheaper than Broadway tickets. So, okay. Anything else you want to talk about?
No.
All right. Well, I have a new pattern collection coming out. If you're watching this episode the day it goes live, it comes out that day, Thursday. What is today?
9th.
So Thursday the 10th of August. So you may remember a couple of years ago I pulled together an ebook collection of 8 of my Doctor Who inspired patterns, and then I never pulled together the collection of the other 7 that I have done since then. So this is going to be the Ultimate Doctor Who Inspired Pattern Collection Volume 2 ebook, and it is going to include, but I think I came up with Magician Socks, so that's 12th Doctor. Can Missy Say Something Nice socks? It's them Alien socks, which is Wilf. Mr. Smith, I Need You socks, which is Sarah Jane. I was thinking Sarah Jo, and that didn't work in my brain. Oi, Watch It Spaceman socks, which is Donna. Then the Dr. Donna socks. And then the Wibbly Wobbly Cally Wally, which is the long cowl. So those 7 patterns are in it. We're going to have some ongoing promotions for this. You will not need a coupon code, so... but we wanted to reward? No, we wanted to
show our appreciation.
No, that's still not the word I want. For people who have bought previous patterns that are in this, or previously bought the Volume 1 ebook, or want to buy the 2 ebooks together. So
compensate.
Yeah, that sounds good. So if you previously bought the Volume 1 ebook, you'll get the Volume 2 ebook for 20% off. So just put the Volume 2 ebook in your cart and it will automatically give you 20% off if you purchased. So all of these, they had to have been purchased by you. Gifts to you do not count. Okay? Secondly, if you want to buy Volume 1 and Volume 2 ebooks together, you'll get 20% off of the Volume 2 ebook. If you previously purchased the Doctor Who Companion Sock Club 3rd edition, which has 3 of these patterns in it, you'll get the Volume 2 ebook for $7.50 off. So you're getting the price you already paid taken off the price of the book. And if you have purchased any of the single patterns that are in the Volume 2 ebook, your purchase price will be, of the single patterns will be subtracted from the ebook cost, so that you get, so if you've purchased, I believe it is 3 single patterns, I think it's 3 patterns, you'll get the book for free. I think that's right. Anyway, it'll be subtracted off. So, if you have been wanting to get your hands on more of my Doctor Who inspired patterns, this was a great way to do it. So, this will be available when you're viewing this, and it'll be, like I said, ongoing, and you don't need a coupon code. So, All right, do we have any other yummies?
No.
All right, let's talk about hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. What is it, Dammy?
It stands for Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day Challenge. We have a list of photo prompts for each month, so you take a look at the prompt for that day, take a picture related to it, and post it anywhere you like, but we pick our favorites from Instagram.
That's right. So August's theme is just a normal month. We don't have like a full-on theme. So other than the final week, we're celebrating our 5th podiversary. So what are we about to show them?
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
Here come the photos. So those were our favorite photos. Great job, everybody. It's never too late to join in. You just take a look at the prompts. So, for example, today when we're recording this episode, I should have put a different stitch marker in because this is a secret one that you're not supposed to see it. I'll hold my knitting down here, maybe.
You're not going to be able to keep it down there.
I know. So, for example, on Wednesday when we're recording this, the prompt is today. So you interpret that however you however you wish. I haven't had all my coffee yet, y'all. We're very cheater friendly on that. You take a photo, you post it on Instagram, and in your caption, make sure you use hashtag GGKCraftyPad because that's how we find your photos. And yours might get chosen. Upcoming events, we don't have any set in stone yet. We might, I don't know, we'll have to see. There's a show in September, late September, in Oregon that we might be able to attend, and then I believe it's in November is Vogue Knitting Live in Seattle. So we should be able to. I don't know. I believe that's right. So we should be able to attend that, and then we're making plans to attend Stitches in February here in the California somewhere area. I'm not sure.
In the California.
It's in the California. I don't know where. I just know it's here somewhere. So. But as we have details cemented and put into place, we will let y'all know because we'd love to see some of y'all at those shows. All right, I think that's everything for Yummies, so let's move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about what we are reading, watching, and listening to.
So what are you reading?
I finished Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte.
Yay! Okay, tell us.
I'm still kind of confused. Like, the story makes slightly more sense now.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know. It didn't stick with me a lot.
Do you need to find cliff notes of it?
Heathcliff notes.
The Hubs is behind the camera. I don't know if he heard that joke or not. I don't think so. He's not reacting.
Heathcliff notes.
We're talking about Wuthering Heights, and I asked her if she needs any cliff notes. And she said,
Heathcliff notes.
Now he's laughing at us. Okay, so since you finished that, what are you reading now?
I was wanting to reread War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy.
Okay,
So
I'm going to reread that.
I'm going to see if I can actually read the war parts this time and not just skim over them. He has too many parts about war.
What is it good for?
He's like explaining in depth like all this stuff that I don't really care about.
Okay, so you want an abridged copy of War and Peace?
No, because then it'll take out some of the actual character stuff.
Oh, that's true. You need a Dammy version.
Just the good parts.
In which you're like, war happened. Okay, now what?
Yeah.
All right, are you reading anything else?
No. So what are you reading?
Okay, so I'm still reading.
No, that's the screwdriver. No, it's both of them.
They clink together. The reason y'all can't see the stitch marker is because it's the special ones I had made for the Outlander kits, and those have not released. Those have not been shipped yet. Although the yarn is on the way here, and as soon as it gets here, we will ship those kits out to you. So, just send good thoughts for the yarn coming fast. We're still well within the 6 to 8 week period, so. Anyway, but I got my stitch marker, and I'm using it because it's beautiful. From Melissa Jean. So, reading. I am reading still Big Magic, Creative Living Beyond Fear by Elizabeth Gilbert. And it's good. I'm enjoying it. I finished reading books 2 and 3 of the Glass series by Maria V. Snyder. I felt like she really rushed the end of the series, the end of book 3. Because I was like at 80% and there was still all this stuff that had to happen. And you know what I'm saying? So it just felt like it was really, really rushed. I feel like she could have made the book either longer or written a 4th book. Because there was just so much crammed into the last like 20%. But it was still good. I also read Chest of Bone, which is book 1 in the Afterworld Chronicles by Vicki Stifel. And I will talk more about that in our review segment because we are reviewing the knit collection that goes with the book. Mm-hmm. And then I read Stormy Seas, a Rowan Gray mystery, book 3 by Lily Harper Hart. And it's a Kindle Unlimited, so it's just a cozy mystery. Oh, I should say about Chest of Bone that there are some adult situations. So, but I enjoyed it. So, and I'll talk more about that when we get to the review. Why are you saying?
I was yawning.
Oh, I thought you were saying that I was going to talk about it more in the review section. Okay, watching. I watched a couple of Hallmark movies this week. I watched Garage Sale Mystery and Garage Sale Mystery All That Glitters. This is a series with Lori Loughlin from Full House in it. Mm. And Sheriff Andy was in it last night.
Oh.
Spoilers. He was the bad guy.
Oh no.
He was looking for the diamonds that were hidden in the teddy bear. Yes. And then I finished watching series 5 and 6 of Death in Paradise, so I'm now caught up and ready for the new series to happen. So, what's his name that left that they were saying might become the Doctor? Chris Marshall. So, he left in episode 6 of series 6. So there was 2 more episodes without him. I'm not sure how I feel about the new guy yet. He was in the last 4 episodes because they went to London in episodes 5 and 6, and he was like their contact there. So, but I'm not sure how I feel yet about him being the main guy. So, we shall see. That's everything I'm watching, except for I've been watching some of Carpool Karaoke on YouTube. Did you know it's now a series all by itself on Apple Music?
Oh.
But they have it doesn't always have what's his name? James Corden in it. Which I really like him. And I've been watching some of Yoga with Adriene. I've been trying some before bed yoga the last few nights, and it's been very nice. Help me remember to link those in the show notes. Okay, listening to. I did very little listening this week. What I did listen to was our Spotify Cece and Dammy Love Musicals playlist. But you've listened to quite a bit of music. I'm going to get my coffee while you tell us.
Just the same stuff that I've been listening to the past couple weeks. Great Comet and Hunchback of Notre Dame and Anastasia.
Okay, so is Anastasia on Broadway right now? Mm-hmm. So are they going to do any touring with it?
I'm not sure.
How long has it been on Broadway?
Just a couple months.
Okay.
It didn't get that many Tony nominations because it opened in April, I think, just before the deadline of the date it had to open by to get any nominations at
Okay.
all. It got nominated for costume design, I think, and that was it.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe they will tour it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It has Ramin Karimloo in it.
why do I know that name?
He was in the 2014 Les Mis revival as Valjean, and also in the 25th anniversary Phantom of the Opera as the Phantom.
Okay. That's okay.
He's a very nice looking man.
Okay. Sorry. a something like was like, oh, Cece, remember talk about this, and then I was like, I don't remember what it is. The coffee has not kicked in yet, you guys. Yet. Don't worry, I'll think of it by the end of the show probably and be like, oh, I was going to talk about that.
Okay.
I think that's everything for this segment. So let's move on to the next one. And now it's time for our summertime and the living is easy.
Al.
Yes. So this started. Sorry, I scrolled down too far. I can't read all my notes.
June 1st.
This started June the 1st and runs through the 31st of August. It's for any project you knit, crochet, weave, or spin that you can convince us is related to summertime. Our main rule is that no whips are allowed. So you have to start your project the 1st of June or later and finish it by the 31st of August.
The other main rule is that it has to be 4 Ravelry crafts only.
Yes.
Knit, crochet, weaving, or spinning.
Yes. Feel free to poly dip in other owls as long as it meets the rules. We have lots of lovely prizes that are on the screen right now. Thank you to our sponsors so much for supporting the podcast in this way. If you'd like to know more about the prizes, go to
geekygirlsknit.com.
There are pictures and links to all of the prizes, and we also talked about them in detail on the first podcast of every month. You have to be a member of the Geeky Girls Knit Ravelry group in order to participate. Every project you post in the FO thread is one entry into the giveaways. The hashtag is hashtag GGKSummertime17. We will lock the FO thread the morning of the 1st of September and draw winners on the next podcast after that. If you are a winner, you'll have 30 days to claim your prize or you forfeit it. Sorry, I got a hair in my eye or something. There is a chatter thread in the group to encourage each other, and that's also the place that Dammy gives shouts out to everybody.
It's the place I shout at you.
For completing projects. But she also gives you a shout out here on the podcast. So you want me to hand you the computer?
No.
Okay. Why don't you shout out to the people?
Okay. Army Wife 2102, Carrie Ann 77, Delaney 33, Dueling Needles, Frymeister, Gemma Bell, Ingard Stoka, I Knit Socks 2, Jalarima, Jenny Am I, Kana Soup, Knit Central, Knit Live Love, Knitty Moomin, Lane L, Little Angel SG2, Masterbox P248, Muzzer Z, Mystery Sewer, Phoenix Fire, Shirley Knits, S. Keeling, Skyly Knits.
Wait, go back. You didn't put the numbers after
Shirley Knits 123, S. Keeling, Skyly Knits, Sleep Sleep Mom, Sylvia 1002, VT Kimmy Kim, and Wooly Kirsten.
Great job, everybody. So keep working on those projects. You have like a little over 3 weeks.
Sure.
To get your projects finished and posted. All right, let's move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, a part of our show where you ask us things and we answer them.
That's right. So what is this week's question, Dammy?
This week's question comes from Jenny, who is Jenny Am I, from Missouri. What are you going to miss most about Scotland? What are you going to miss most about the UK?
Okay, do you want to start with what we're going to miss about Scotland?
You.
Me first. What am I going to miss about Scotland? The weather. The climate there is so good for my health, and so we are already missing that. Our church family. We really enjoyed our time with our church. The knitting community and Yarn Festival, because I don't think we're going to make it back for 2018. Maybe 2019. We shall see. The amazing public transit system.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to miss about Scotland?
I don't know.
Okay.
All of it?
Yeah, we really lived our life there. thought of something and then I lost it. Maybe I'll think of it. What are you going to miss most about the UK?
I don't know.
I am missing already my bestie Katie, who is in the UK. I am missing the healthcare system because we didn't have to worry about having to make sure we had insurance and everything. It was just automatically there for us. Again, the public transit system, the trains and everything to get across all of the UK is just amazing. What else? What, you want to know something I'm not going to miss?
What?
The part of the winter where we only had like 6 hours of sunlight. I'm not going to miss that. What else? Yeah. You think you're right. We're going to miss, we already do miss all of it. We are very blessed to be able to have an amazing almost 4 years in Scotland. And, yeah, it was a very special time, and we're very, very grateful for it. Even though we're struggling right now to figure out what's next for us, I still don't think we would ever give up the time that we had there, because it was such an amazing time for us. So, yeah. Anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay. So thank you so much, Jenny, for the question. Yeah, it's still very fresh because we haven't been gone that long. So, yeah. So if somebody has a question for us, what should they do?
Go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post it.
That's right. All right, let's move on to the next segment.
And now we have a review and giveaway.
Yes.
And giveaway.
And giveaway. So, as I mentioned in what we're reading, I read the Chest of Bone, which is book 1 from the Afterworld Chronicle series by Vicky Stifel, and it was on Kindle Unlimited, so that was a bonus. And it was really good. I enjoyed it. It's a fantasy magic series, but as a part of that, now you might also recognize the name Vicky Stifel because was that last week or the week before?
Week before,
we reviewed the book about, what was the title?
Laid Back Knitters.
10 Secrets of Laid Back Knitters.
Of the Laid Back Knitter.
Or something like that. She co-wrote that book. So there is the, come on, light work. The Chest of Bone, the knit collection that Vicky has created to go along with it. And it has patterns from Karen Clements, Nora, how would you say that? Goggin and Rami Hill. Rami Hill actually did 3 patterns for this. So it starts with just info about the book and about the designers. And then the first pattern is Clea's Vest. And this is by Karen Clements. And for each pattern, she has a box that talks about the character and
you can zoom in on it.
And details about like what she's wearing. So this Clea's Vest is knit in jumbo weight yarn, because I looked it up, with US 15 millimeter needles. So it's got a brioche rib pattern to it. It's really, really pretty. I really like it. I don't know if my hands could handle knitting it.
Yeah.
So, but I think it would be a really nice piece. And she's got a really nice page about blocking and measuring your swatch and everything. So that's positive. And then she has a short story called A Very Special Project that I would suggest reading the book first before you read this, because this has some spoilers in it.
I already read it.
Oh, did you?
Thought I was supposed to.
It's about a kitty. And then we have Larimer's Sweater by Nora Goggin. This has 1, 2, 3, 4. It comes in 5 sizes for between 40 to 56-inch chest. This, I believe, is done in a worsted on US 6s and US 8s. And it's twisted rib. Let me see if I can zoom in right here to this without showing the pattern. So it's a really pretty cabled sweater. Would be really nice for man or woman. And then we have Bernadette Shawl by Rami Hill. This is a beautiful pattern. And it's cabled.
There's a better picture of it.
Yeah, I think there is in a minute. So this is done with a worsted weight on US 8s. Where is the... There we go. So it's got a beautiful knitted on edging. I really, really like that one a lot. And then we have Mitts for Larimer by Rami Hill. There's a better picture. I'll show you that, but there's a better picture later, I think. So this is done in 3 sizes. I believe this is also a worsted weight on US 5s and US 6s, and it's a cabled pattern. Let me see if I can... That's probably the best picture right there.
Swipe.
Those are really, really nice. And then next up is Lulu's mitts.
They look similar to the other mitts.
They do.
But like not with individual fingers.
Right. So this also comes in 3 sizes. I believe this one is also worsted on US 5s and US 6s. I'll show you that page, but then I'll see if I can find a better picture of those. Bet. That one. So that's a really beautiful pattern as well. And then at the end of the book, she has chapters 1 and 2 of the Chest of Bone book. So this is a really, really nice companion piece to the actual fiction book. And it was the book was a really fun read with lots of magic and mystery and fantasy aspects to it. So I really enjoyed reading it, and then I really enjoyed... So knitting comes up quite a lot. She's an FBI agent who knits during interrogations.
That's what it says.
To throw the...
to throw the stitches?
To throw the criminals off. So I really enjoyed the book, and I really, really like the collection that she's pulled together of these 5 patterns. And Vicky sent us this copy for us to review, but she also is offering one of y'all the ebook on Ravelry. So what we're going to do is, if you go to our Ravelry group and find the giveaway thread, I want you to tell us your favorite pattern from the collection. So there's Clea's Vest, Larimer's Sweater, Bernadette Shawl, Mitts for Larimer, and Lulu's Mitts. And then we will draw for the winner in 2 weeks on episode 256. And you'll have 30 days to claim your prize if you're a winner. So thanks again to Vicky for sending us the book. Again, that is Chest of Bone, The Knit Collection by Vicky Stifel. So make sure and check it out. What are your thoughts?
I like it. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. If Daddy would wear a sweater, that would be a really nice sweater for him. But the hubs, does not want a sweater to be worn. He is too warm-blooded for that. So, all right. So let's move on to the next segment. And that's the end of the show. We hope you've enjoyed it. I don't think we have any announcements other than our normal stuff this week. So we'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the podcast in whatever way that is, watching and thumbs up, comments, being in the Ravelry group, owls, etc. But especially those who support the podcast financially. There's 3 main ways you can do that. First is Patreon, which is a site where you pledge a certain amount a month to your favorite creatives, and you get rewards based on that. If you want to know more about that, you can go to
Patreon.com/geekygirlsknit.
All right, what's another way?
there is a PayPal button in the sidebar of our website if you would like to make a one-time donation.
Yep. And we are also Amazon.com, .co.uk, and .canada affiliates. If you're going to shop on Amazon, if you click through our website first, we'll get a little money back from Amazon based on what you purchased. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it's a great way to support the podcast, doing something you would already be doing anyway. So if you want to know more about any of those or want to visit us online, you should go to
geekygirlsnet.com, and there are links to everywhere else we are online: YouTube, iTunes, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
That's right. Well, with that, we're going to tell you goodbye. We hope you have a lovely rest of your week, and we'll talk to you again soon. Happy knitting. Bye.
Bye.
So thanks to everyone who has reached out to us about our upcoming move to Seattle. The plan is to arrive there on Monday the 21st. We have a place to land the first week we're there, and we're working on the rest of the details. But thanks to everyone who has reached out to us with suggestions and prayers and support and everything. We're really, really grateful for y'all, and we thank you for doing this journey with us. So yeah, in a couple weeks we'll be coming to you from somewhere in the Seattle area. All right, we'll see you next week. Bye.